Good morning! It is Thursday, so it's now the fourth day of the reading rush. So today's book, the category that I'm going with is an author's first book. So I'm going to read Lord of the Flies by William Golding. So this is apparently the first book he published. He also did The Spire, which my friend read and said was really good. So if I finish this one and it's really good, I might think about going and doing that one. I haven't really gotten very far in it so far. I'm on page 20. And so far, basically the synopsis of it, if you don't know it very well, is that there's a plane crash with a bunch of young boys, like sort of 10-year-old boys or so, and no adults survive. Basically, the boys have to sort of learn to live on the island by themselves, and they create their own power structure, and it's like a social study type thing. And at the minute, up to page 20, they've just sort of realized that they've landed and there are no adults, and they're introducing each other to each other and deciding who the leader will be. Dum dum dum. I have sort of guiltily, the reason I haven't gotten very far in that book today so far, is that I've been very guiltily dipping into the other one I'm reading. So I really I'm liking this one, which is the one that I was reading before the reading rush, and I kind of missed it. I was a bit tired of these other ones I've been reading just because they're quick reads and they've been on the back of my TBR for ages. So I dipped into the other one for a while and set myself back a bit with the reading rush, but I'm not worried. But also the reason, the main reason I'm not worried about finishing in time for today is that, so I have, the physical book of this one. But I also, wait for it, have the audiobook. Yay! That means no dead time at all today in reading this book. Brushing my teeth, reading a book. Ride my bike, reading a book. Being in work and typing stuff, and reading a book. That's right, no dead time at all. I'm gonna nail this thing. Are you gonna have fun today with Daddy? Yeah? Are you gonna kick today's butt?
You said but.
Can we talk briefly about this mug? Right. On my way to work, listening to my audiobook. The boys on the island have decided to form an expedition party to explore, but three of the bigger and sort of more popular kids have taken it upon themselves to have the expedition and have excluded the fat kid who they've called Piggy. So things are about to get grim pretty fast. I'm really liking the audiobook. The guy that reads it, I don't know who it is, but his voice is really soothing. Now they've caught a pig and they're trying to kill it, and it's really hard. So now, as I'm reading this, I'm thinking a lot about that show, Lost. Did you ever watch that show? I used to absolutely love that show. So in my audiobooking throughout the day, I've gotten up to chapter 7, so we'll see how much I can knock out at lunch. But basically at the minute, there's a division between the old kids and the little kids, and they're definitely going to a wild nature now, getting a bit more savage with each other. the like little kids are like talking about some sort of beastie that lives in the forest, but the older ones can't really seem to be bothered with that. I don't know what's up with them. Also, a ship did like come within sight, and they like see it, and they're like, oh my god, do they see our signal fire? Then they realize that the signal fire has actually gone out, and the people that were in charge of keeping the fire going are now like in trouble with the group, and they're gonna go like have a fight about it. Okay, so I have to haul ass back to work, but what I was reading, I read a little bit further in the book at my lunch, and it's really getting into like this central theme now. So like the main theme that the author's working with is that like people aren't born civilized, or like they're not born with like the things that make a civilized sort of group of people, like morality and like laws and rules and stuff. They're sort of born in like a savage state, like the instinct is just to be savage. So in the last chapter that I read, like they're playing a game where they really want to like catch a boar, but they haven't really been successful that much. So one of the kids, like Robert, he pretends to be the boar, and they're like, oh, we're gonna pretend to chase the boar, blah blah blah. But they like get so worked up and like frenzied and like a bloodlust, and they're like, oh, we're gonna kill the boar, and they like forget that Robert's not actually the boar, and they very close to kill him. And now we're sort of finally getting into it, where at the very beginning when they landed on this island, they were like, rules, 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 let's like establish a rule, and no one can talk unless they have the conch, and like a conch says that it's a meeting and blah blah blah. And now they're just like losing themselves completely in the craziness of just like savage bloodlust. This book is good, guys. Okay, so we don't have a reading nook in the house, so our reading nook tends to be at Nero. We go to Nero in the mornings, don't we? Yeah. So we like to read at Nero in the mornings, sometimes on weekends or at lunch. But we should have a nook in the house, shouldn't we? We should have a nook. And we decided it should be a blanket fort. So we're going to build one. Is it going to be exciting? Is Cow going to come in the blanket fort? Okay, let's get the 2 chairs here already. Then 1 chair.
That one. I want that one.
2 chairs. Well, we need them both, Monkey. We got to... Okay, so... We got our pillows. Yeah, okay, so put those there. Yeah, got it piled on. Now we need blankets for the fort, don't we? Okay, go get the blankets.
One.
What else should we put in our blanket fort?
I know.
Okay.
I'll get it.
Okay, I think we should get books for the blanket fort too, because it's supposed to be a nook. Okay.
It's upstairs.
Yeah, okay. We can give her a day pass for visiting, but she can't come in now because she'll mess it up. Okay. Maisie. Oh, maybe she wants to go outside actually, and we've just blocked off the door. Now we have to go in it to put stuff in it.
Yeah.
Are you in?
Yeah.
Are we doing it?
Now nobody can see us.
Nobody can see us.
No.
We're in our blanket fort. We're gonna read our book.
Can I read it?
Yeah. And then you can read your book. I can read my book. Yeah?
But I'm tired to read my book.
Oh, it was exhausting building a fort, wasn't it? Well, I don't know. Right, so I just finished this one after a hard push of reading in the reading nook blanket fort in the kitchen. And it was really good. I really, really liked it. And I think, like, loads of people are, like, shied away from it because it's, like, a heavy one and it's a classic and, like, kids die. I'll just tell you now. But I thought it was really, really good. Ew. So gross. But basically, what happens is it's a bunch of kids on an island. There's a plane crash because they're shot out of the sky because of a war. And the whole book is basically just about, like, sort of warring between what we want society to be, like our sort of civilizing characteristics as humans, and our, like, savage, like, out of control nature. And it's, like, constantly a battle. Like, they sort of, like, try to kill each other, all these people on the island, and it sort of goes just like normal behavior and then turns really bad, like, quite quickly. But it doesn't feel like it wouldn't be a normal thing that would happen. Like, everything that happened seemed like crap, like that could really happen, like sort of tribalism. But then they're, like, saved at the end, like, this whole time. They're like, oh, I just desperately, like, want an adult to come up here and, like, save us and to, like, bring us back to order and everything. So that we're not, like, doing it by ourselves and killing each other.
In the fort.
Oh, Maisie's not coming, it's okay. Well, we'll give her a crisp and then she'll go away.
Can I give fish?
Yeah, you can give her a fish. But only just one fish.
Oh.
But then, when they're saved and the man comes to, like, a ship sort of lands, like...
Maisie's not having her.
She's so snobby. She doesn't like the ones that I like. But when finally, like, right when one of the main characters is about to die, they're saved by a military officer. So, like, it's really ironic that the person that saved them is, like, a person who, like, does warring for a living. Like, basically, I was reading some stuff about this book before. And they're sort of, like, saying that the boys went to their, like, most savage instinct, whatever, hoping to be saved by an adult who would bring them back to order. But they're saved by someone who's basically, like, their job is to participate in this, like, most savage instinct anyway, because the adults are busy warring with each other for no reason.
I need to get milk in here, too.
It's all a bit of a mind trip. Where are you going? That's not the door! That's not the door!
Can't go in the door.
Well, that's not the door. This is the door. Can I go out the door?
Then what's this?
That's like part of the wall. Is like a structure problem.
I see a big...
Anyway, it's so hot. I'm in this blanket fort. I'm eating weird food. I feel like I'm not getting my thoughts across properly, but I'll just leave it to say this book was really good. The writing is really good. The characters are really good. The ideas behind it are super good. Make you think quite a lot. Goes pretty quick as a read, like I read it all in a day.
I can't see my milk.
Oh, you want me to get milk for you? What do you say?
Please.
Dear God. Right, anyway. That's the end of day 4 of the reading rush. I finished this book. God, it's so hot. I can't remember what tomorrow's day is, but we'll find out tomorrow.
4.
Okay. Anyway, if you like this book or didn't like this book or whatever, let me know in the comments. Okay. Let's go.
Everything on you. And then, that will have fun. Come on then.